Tinglish and Singlish is a bit different. Singlish is English with a Singaporean accent. But Tinglish would be like, English with a Thai accent. It would be different. But that would be different from doing bilingual show where you just say สวัสดีครับวันนี้เป็นยังไงบ้างสบายดีไหมครับแล้ววันนี้เราก็จะมีการพูดคุย A lot of people หลายๆคน that would be Tinglish. So we scrapped that concept and now we have two languages, Thai and English. But we haven't launched that show yet. So if you can name the show for me, it would be great. I'll put your name in the credits. because right now I can't find a better name than Tinglish. So going back to radio, I felt like I needed to be myself. Because I do swap around. I see my friends in the Philippines, in India, they can swap Hindi, English, Tagalog, English. Look, they're having fun. Why do I need to be confined in a space where I just have to speak Thai when my Thai is not that great? And why do I need to be confined in a space where I have to speak English all the time, using great vocabs, big words, when my English is not that fluent? I like to speak two languages. So we started off a show with just two languages. On the first week of the show, let me tell you, people emailed us, messaged us and said, you should be off the air. You're ruining our culture. You're killing the society. You're confusing the young adults. They should speak either English or Thai, not mixed. We became number one in 6 months. Just because we stuck to it. We stuck to it, we kept on going. And at the end of the day, it's not about language. It's about what you're giving them in terms of entertainment, content. As long as you're delivering something you deem as good for them, I think language doesn't matter. Imagine a world that we're going to be living in from now, where we're going to be talking in English, we're going live, and then somewhere in Vietnam, they're going to be, what's your name? How are you doing, Iching? Yeah. So, as we're having a conversation, someone in Vietnam will be watching our live, and we're going to be speaking Vietnamese real time, in my voice and in Iching's voice. That's coming up in a few years. So I don't think language will matter. So from your question, I answered about the possibility of communication in the future. So it's no longer about who can speak English, who can speak Indian or Chinese. I don't need to go learn Mandarin anymore because in 2 years' time, my AI can't speak Mandarin. That's what I see. Hi, what's your name?
Janelle.
Nice to meet you, Janelle. I like Singapore, and I think in my past life I was Singaporean. I don't know. I have a lot of Singaporean friends, and when I fly to Singapore, I grew up in Toa Payoh. I grew up in Ang Mo Kio. I spoke Mandarin fluently. I ordered food for my parents. And then after I moved to New York, I tossed the Mandarin language out the door. So I'm trying to reconnect again. And it's like, 大家好，我是武迪，今天我感到非常 and it's all scripted. But I want to reconnect again. I want to have a house in Singapore. I love Singapore. I go to McKenzie Reservoir. McRitchie. You don't have those things here in Thailand. So I fly just to go jog there. So have you guys ever been? That's like somewhere you should go every weekend. You don't have that in Asia. It's so real. The air there, it's so much better than Orchard Road or Your question is?
Knowing that it's very hard to start a media company, what made you want to create your own instead of joining other media companies? And what are the difficulties you face to make it like how far you've come to?
Good question. At the end of the day, after joining other companies, you will say to yourself, what if I set up my own company? When will that happen? That will happen. So I didn't want to go on the route where let me go into a company and see how they do it, because you see it on Instagram, how people fail, how people succeed. Then why do you need to work in a company? Why don't you just create your own entity and just be the one who's responsible for all the failures and all the successes? Because if you join a company, for me, if if I fail, the company failed. And at the end of the day, I have to be responsible for so many thoughts and so many people, so many minds, so many humans. But if you do your own thing, then you are 100% in charge, 100% responsible for all your success and failures. I like to be control, you see. I'm a control freak. So if you're a control freak, you might wanna, take the other path. But at the end of the day, some people learn a lot from joining big corporates. And I think, I can't answer for others, but for me, I like to see right then and there. Yeah. Most of the projects we do is something that people haven't done. So to enroll different corporates to believe in what I see, it will take time. You might as well just do it yourself. If you have the resources, the funds, and the network. You were going to say something?
No, I said thank you.
You don't need to be 35 to have success. You can have success right now, but it's your choice. I mean, I don't want you to leave the school right away after this talk. But everything is make-believe, you see. Everything is make-believe. The education system, governments, nationalities, everything is, we're humans, right? We're humans. But once someone said, let's mark this territory and call it Singapore, that's when we all believe that it's a country, correct? But it's all here, right? And we've grown up believing in the things that people tell us. Who's your biggest director in life? Let's say you're all actors. You're acting as students of, and you have a role to play, correct? But who's your first director in life? Now you have teachers as your director. Who's your first director in life?
God.
God? Who else? About your parents? Parents? This is good, this is bad, you should do this, you should do this. They tell you. So they're actually your directors. And you have directors in life, your friends. Don't wear this, don't wear that. Don't go. They're going to Singapore. And you listen to these directors, and you choose to listen to someone, and you don't listen to someone. You go on Instagram, they're always directing you. So you have people directing you all your life. But when are you going to direct yourself? That's when you're going to break out and discover yourself and your true calling. And it usually comes with this energy. It goes, bah! You feel good about it. You feel good about working out. Maybe this is something I want to do. You feel good about chit-chatting with people. Maybe I want to do communications. You feel good about just taking videos. Maybe I want to transform the video world. I feel good about what I wear. Maybe I'm into fashion. Don't look past those little feeling you have in everyday life. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much money you make, you want to do things that sparks joy, right? Like Marie Kondo says, right? Whatever sparks joy for you, you can make a living out of that. Yes. Hi. Your name is? Ichi. Nice to meet you.
You said you moved to New York. Why didn't you start a media company there since the United States media is more big, more successful?
I went to New York when I was very young. And my mindset back then was, I just want to be a Broadway performer. That's all. That was I want to be the bad guy in Miss Saigon because he was the only Asian character that makes money on Broadway. So I would go to, I did have money back then too, to go to all these plays, but I want to be in those plays. So my aspiration back then was just to become a Broadway performer. Not media, not anything like this. So it was I had a different mindset back then. And I was very young. I wanted to roam the world. I didn't want to open a company. I didn't think having a company was important. You get what I mean?
Lecturer. He has to ask questions.
Yes, sir. What is your name?
Azar.
Hi, Azar.
Hi. You've done a lot of interviews around the world. Big names. Turned out Justin Bieber. You interviewed the Queen. But what gave you most? What was the best interview you ever had?
2 interviews. I think it was David Beckham just because he's very cute. He stared in my eyes and I thought he fell in love with me. And the Dalai Lama. Yeah, because we went live with him on Facebook for the first time. And I remember he held my hand. I was very nervous.
Beckham or Dalai Lama?
Beckham. I don't know Dalai Lama. I wish it was Beckham. Good one. I wish it was Beckham, but it was the Dalai Lama. I remember asking him, how do you know that you're living life right? And he said, Woody, I'm 80 years old. I know this is the secret of my life, and I will tell you and only you. How do you know you live life right? You got to make sure that you laugh every day. He said, if you're living life without laughing every day, then you're living life wrong. Why do you need to frown? Why do you need to be angry? You gotta laugh it off. Car accident. The insurance is covered, right? You just go down and say hi. Hi, what's your name? You just hit my car? Hey, how are you? Let's have lunch. You know, people spend most time on angriness. With two metals colliding, is that worth the time and effort of you being angry? You know, just that made me see my life and the way I work with people and the way I go into meetings just to win or to have a conversation just to beat the other person. I realized I'm not happy with those situations, and I would rather just laugh it off. Ratings go down, you laugh it off, because the minute you laugh it off, you'll have so much energy to move ahead. Because if you're still angry, upset, depressed, sad, you're not going to have the energy to go ahead and make changes, improve your life. You know, all the things you see that are bad things in life or difficult situations, they're all meant to teach you. So you gotta laugh. So next time if your boyfriend breaks up with you, say, good. Good. Yes. Your name?
This must be the last question.
Your name is?
Last one.
Hi.
I have two questions. One is, you said you wanted to be a Broadway performer. Do you have any other aspirations other than that? And what was like the moment that you realized that you wanted to own your own company, especially like a media company?
I wanted, back then they had this thing called MTV. I don't know if they still have it. I wanted to be a VJ for MTV. That was my dream. I grew up watching MTV. And I finally became a VJ for MTV Asia, you know, when I came into the industry here in Asia. So I did that. I wanted to be a VJ, and I did that. And even until now, having a company, I still have so many other aspirations. I want to go to the moon. I want to go to Mars. I want to be the first Thai or the first batch of Asians, maybe you'll join me, to go to Mars, right? With Elon Musk. I mean, anything is possible. I have so many aspirations. So there's no such thing as you reach a certain age and you say, this is it, this is my life and I'm done. Because you're going to have aspirations until you die. So my aspiration is to have inspiration until the minute I go. At 92, 93, I still want to do things. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
I'll sit here.
I looked at you and said, oh, oh, oh. Baby, I'm crazy. So tenderly, you watch me burn. You watch me burn, oh. So tell me, I'm crazy.
I hope he jump on you, yeah. Jason, who you greeting? Okay, sorry, so my name is Justin. I'm going to teach you how to approach the door.
Go.
First, you get close to the door. And then you read the door. Okay.
That's it for the day. You say approach, man. How was that approach?
I looked at you and said, oh, oh, oh. Baby, I'm crazy. So tenderly, you watch me burn. You watch me burn, oh. So tell me, I'm crazy.
Morning, one Singapore, huh? Very noisy, eh? Huh?
You can hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Ball.
Fuck. See you, eh?